Peace through war? Look deeply into this image, not as a viewer but as a witness. This is not just a scene of aftermath. It's a living mirror of the mind. A fractured peace sign stands at the center, glowing softly even as it's bound in barbed wire and held together by remnants of violence, bullet casings, rusted wire, the signature of a world at war with itself. The light hasn't disappeared. It hasn't shattered at all. It's still there, still warm, still waiting. That glow is not accidental. It is the quiet defiance of truth itself. Around it, there is debris, rifles discarded, helmets cracked, flags torn and buried in ash. This is the fruit of war. But also among the ruins, wildflowers begin to bloom. Poppies, daisies, soft green shoots breaking through charred soil. There is smoke still in the air, but there is color again. There is softness again. This is not just a battlefield. It's a parable, a prophecy, a silent gospel written in light and rubble. We often think of war and peace as opposites, as two sides of a great cosmic scale. But that's not what peace is, not real peace. In A Course in Miracles, it says, "Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God." Text, introduction. Peace doesn't live in contrast to conflict. Peace has no opposite. It is not the end of war. It is the absence of illusion. Peace isn't what rises after the smoke clears. It's what remains after we stop believing in the smoke. The real war is not between nations. It's not fought over borders or ideologies. The real war is internal. It happens in the mind, in the invisible terrain where belief meets fear. This image, with its broken emblem and rising doves, reveals that unseen war, the war of attack thoughts, the trench warfare of grievances, the exhaustion of needing to be right. We don't carry rifles most days. We carry judgments, defenses, old narratives dressed like soldiers, marching through our thoughts with the discipline of suffering. And every grievance we hold becomes another barricade against peace. The Course speaks to this directly in Chapter 23, Section 1, Paragraph 5. It says, "The war against yourself was undertaken to teach the Son of God that he is not himself and not his Father's Son." That's what every mental war is, an identity crisis, a refusal to accept the truth of what we are. And what are we? I am the Holy Son of God himself. Workbook lesson 191. We are peace, misidentified. We are light, dressed for battle. And the peace sign in this image. It's not just a symbol of protest. It's the soul asking to be remembered. Even cracked, even pierced, it still glows. Because peace has no conditions. It's not the reward for being right. It's the recognition that nothing real can be threatened. That's what the Course says. So what's unreal? The war, the grievance, the thought that someone else stole our peace. That's the war we keep replaying, not on the news, in our minds. And what ends that war? Not a treaty, not a condition, only forgiveness. Forgiveness is the gift of God. It's not passive, it's powerful. It says, "I will not carry this weight another day." It says, "I choose to see this differently." And when forgiveness enters, the battlefield becomes a garden. Look again. The flowers in this image aren't ornamental. They are prophetic. They grow through ash, through trauma, through brokenness, just like healing does, just like grace does. Forgiveness is not the absence of memory. It is the end of condemnation. And that's when the doves rise. Because the mind that forgives is no longer at war. That's the only true victory. The motivation for this course is the attainment and the keeping of the state of peace. Text, chapter 11, section 1, the gifts of fatherhood. The keeping, not the earning, not the proving. Because peace is not something we win, it is something we remember. And when we do, this is what it looks like. Barbed wire doesn't scare the light. Cracks don't stop the truth. And silence isn't the sound of defeat. It's the sound of coming home. That's what peace through war really means. The war is not out there. It's in the mind. But so is the peace. So is the light. So is the miracle.